Like I haven't drunk out one for years.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but these cups are like they're for the old wogs and the wine,
And the wine.
and you keep topping up the wine.
Yeah.
That's the whole
That's what
point.
I was
Yeah,
like, yeah.
we're doing with waters. Yeah, get some terps in you. All right, we're back, baby.
Oh, we are back. What a week.
Ugh, what a 2 weeks? What a 2 weeks? What a
Yeah.
fortnight,
What a
maybe?
fortnight.
Yeah, what a 2 weeks?
Hello.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, God. All right. So we prepared some notes today. We're getting
Mm.
organized. We're getting profesh. You know who's not profesh? What a segue.
Both of us.
No, EB Games.
Oh,
Come on. All right. So
mm.
this week in Pokemon. Damn. Okay. I was waiting. I actually didn't pre-order like a hell of a lot of stuff this year. Like I actually skipped a whole bunch of sets. I like save my money. I'm like on the 30th, I'm going hard.
Yep.
Like I want to get my hands on like one of everything. I didn't, but that was my idea. So I was hyped for this, right? Lo and behold, I'm at level 5 EB Games, right? I am a very valuable customer. I've got my level 5 golden card. They gave me the cups at the end of the year to say thanks for spending all your money here. I got like heaps of carrots and my thing. All right. I've been shopping there for years, buy my games there, all sorts of things. Right. I buy their t-shirts. I love their mugs. Like I'm a sucker at EB Games, right?
Also, out of context, it just sounds like they gave you carrots.
Yeah. They were dangling the carrot, that's for sure. the carrots are the points. You know their points?
No, I know, but to people who have no idea what EB Games structures are,
Yeah.
they'd be like, they just gave him carrots?
The membership levels, yeah.
Carrots are points and stuff.
Points, yes. Yeah. Yeah. EB Games tried to rip off their customers, right? Yep. Straight up price gouging.
Yes.
So last week, pre-orders came out for the 30th. It was rumored that JB Hi-Fi was going to release at the same time as EB Games, like they usually do. JB Hi-Fi usually clears out with bots, or like you can't really secure your spot because there's no membership. So I usually order through EB Games. EB Games couldn't get in. JB Hi-Fi couldn't get in. Everything, you're shitty at the fan, big time.
Yep.
But when I did get into EB Games and I saw the prices, I did not order. So this is what happened. You wait, you get in, okay? EB Games price list, and I've had to print this off because it is actually unbelievable. An ETB for the 30th anniversary at EB Games was released for pre-order, $199.
Yep.
Standard price at other retailers like JB Hi-Fi and Big W, $100.
Double the price.
EB Games at double the price. Usually they're about 20% extra. They've gone up to 110, 120 now for other sets. They came in at double the price for the ETB. Poster collection, $59 as opposed to JB Hi-Fi, $30. Sticker collection, $59 at EB Games as opposed to $30. The binder, $129 as opposed to $65 at JB Hi-Fi. I won't go over everything, but essentially everything was double the price. A few key things: booster bundle, $109 as opposed to $54.
Yeah.
6 packs, $109.
Yep.
EB Games. The UPC. This is where it gets really, really bad.
Yep.
The UPC, $599 for pre-order, an exclusive pre-order to paying members only. $599 for a UPC 30th anniversary, as opposed to, which is already a ridiculous price, $360 from JB Hi-Fi. Now that's already a high price.
That's crazy enough,
right?
As it is. Yep.
I saw that price and I thought, damn, looks like I'm not going to get the UPC, but like, whatever. Saw it at EB Games at $600. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, it goes without surprise that the community backlash was through the roof. now, shout out to Shiny Cardboard Society who posted this table, because my previous print off was literally just a screenshot of EB Games and a screenshot of JB Hi-Fi, but this is so much better.
Yeah, much better.
The boycott EB Games was really popular in the community. People in Discords were saying not spending their pennies at EB. I personally did not spend my pennies at EB Games. They were available all weekend. Or some of the things were still available, and I didn't. I'm like, I'm not going to pay double the price for this, especially because on that principle that I'm already paying $50, and I've already spent heaps of money buying other TCGs and other products there. So the boycott was huge. We had a whole bunch of people on Reddit giving all their 2 and 10 and 15 cents worth of opinions on it. There was ACCC, which is Australian Consumer
Affairs, basically. Yeah.
Consumer Affairs Committee signature list or petition against price gouging by EB Games, by some sort of misleading conduct, by guaranteeing your pre-orders and locking you in with a $50 membership. So now you're like, well, I've already committed $50. I have to pay exorbitant prices to get this product because other retailers have sold out, right? So they're taking advantage of the consumer. They're taking advantage of their membership, of their members, with that. Yeah, it was huge, right? Now, why is this such a big deal that they're charging like market prices? Well, they shouldn't be charging market prices. They're a retailer. To a certain extent, they can increase their price, which is what they've done. And for their $110 to $120 ETBs, and you know they've always been more expensive. Fine, we get it. It's a market. But having that locked in membership is pretty unethical. Now, this was a week ago, right? The initial pre-order day. JB Hi-Fi, unfortunately, their back end failed. You couldn't click it out. You couldn't check out your items. They re-released on the Monday with same prices, and I got my hands on a bunch of stuff. Didn't get a UPC, but I still got enough to have some fun, right?
Yep.
So I'm pretty keen to rip, pretty keen to keep some sealed. EB Games, I don't know, kind of went off or went on. But today, after all the backlash, and this is where it gets juicy, EB Games have come out, and I've got it right here, from the managing director of EB Games Australia, Mr. Shane Stockwell.
Oh, Shano.
Oh, Shano.
Yeah, Shane.
Well, I mean, he should know who I am. I'm a level 5 member. He's come out and released a statement addressing the Pokemon fans. I won't read the whole thing, but you can find it on social media and things alike. Now I'm just gonna read it first, and then I'll give what I think about it. Which is not nice. All right. So, firstly, Pokemon fans, thank you. And this is the letter, right? It's been a huge week. The excitement around Pokemon TCG 30th celebration has been incredible. Our priority from the beginning was simple. Even though we knew it wouldn't be universally popular, we wanted genuine Pokemon fans to have the best possible opportunity to secure these once-in-a-generation products while making life as difficult as possible for scalpers. Okay. Setting what many considered an outrageous pre-order price was part of that strategy. All right. That first phase of the strategy has done exactly what it was designed to do. Our focus now shifts to the next phase. Our team is now reviewing every single pre-order and will continue doing so over the coming weeks. We'll identify and cancel pre-orders that don't comply with our purchasing policies, just like we did a few weeks ago. Once that purge is complete, we'll announce one final pre-order release made up of those cancellations. We'll give the community notice before it goes live so everyone has the same opportunity to pre-order. As planned, we're now confirming a final retail pricing for Pokemon 30th Celebration, which is the same as Pitch Black, so the same as any other release. They're not overinflating the price for 30th. So on, so forth.
There's a lot to break down there.
Yes. Yeah, there's
And break down we will.
and breakdown we will.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. Gee, I this really pissed me off. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Firstly, the situation. Okay. Last week, I was pissed. I was like, I'm not buying. I'm never gonna buy. I was emotional. I'm like, I'm never gonna buy from EB again. I'm canceling my membership. This is like they're taking the piss. Like they can't. Like this is rude. I feel hard done by. I'm pissed off. Like, you know, full spectrum emotions. It's just the principle of the thing. It's not like it's not even that the fact it's Pokemon cards. It's that like, oh hey, pay $50 and you get like all these kind of cool deals and shit. I'm like, yeah, mad. Whatever. I was already upset about that in the first place, but I was like, oh, I got to guarantee to get my product. They up their prices once and then they've done this, right? Pissed off. Okay. But fact is, they're ripping off. Well, my opinion is they're ripping off people. Okay, they are. EB Games, I think, is in a situation of desperate times leads to desperate measures. You know,
Really seems to be. Yeah, for sure.
right?
Yep.
Closure of all of their New Zealand stores this year. And they closed a bunch of quiet stores around Australia. And the death of physical media. There's no longer PlayStation games and Xbox games and all those sorts. And they've completely changed their business model to be the self-proclaimed home of trading cards.
Yeah.
Right? So they say. Now, you would think the home of trading cards would take care of their fans, their customers, right? If you are the home of something, you'd want to be given the best offering, right? I think they are struggling financially. I don't even think that's a secret. And I think that they have tried to price gouge here and really rot the consumer for as much as they can, just to keep their business afloat. That's what I think. I think it completely unethical. Are they going to recover from this? I don't know. The Pokemon is popular enough, but this is a massive shot and dent to their reputation,
100%.
and a real loss of consumer trust.
Yeah, the backlash was insurmountable.
Yeah,
It was
phenomenal.
absolutely ridiculous. And instant
Yeah,
backlash. Now my side to all this is I would love to say that I'm a genius and I had foresight and I knew this was all going to happen, but it's not true. I simply just buckled because JB Hi-Fi, bless their souls, their system shit itself.
yeah,
Right? Everything was fine up until the latter stages of checking out.
yeah. It's shipping.
Yeah, literally the shipping part. You know, pop in your address and do all that, and then usually it gives you shipping options. You know, your express, your your regular, etc., etc. Anyway, nothing would load.
Yeah,
And the issue was even click and collect wasn't working. So nothing was working, and this was pretty universal.
yeah.
This wasn't a me issue, and it wasn't a you issue. You know, everyone at work attempted. Nobody could bypass that system. As a result of that, I buckled a bit because I kind of panicked, thinking, well, I don't want to miss out. And I know I work at a card shop. But the reality of it for me is these are big box retailers.
Yeah.
Right. So we know that they're getting product, and sure, we are going to get product, but who knows who knows how much we're going to get?
What's the
we
allocation?
don't know what the allocation is going to be.
Yeah.
So we might have enough allocation for pre-orders only.
Yeah.
Maybe, or pre-orders and a couple of walk-ins. We don't know. Right. So naturally, we want to get our hands on a little bit, right? So I did, and I purchased an ETB, This is through EB.
Mm-hmm.
I purchased an ETB, a booster bundle, and I think I got, if I'm remembering correctly, I might have got one of those knockout packs,
Oh, yeah.
right? Now my thought process behind it was two things. One, worst case scenario, I didn't want to miss out,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was willing to cop it as much as I did not want to pay those ridiculous prices. I was willing to cop it because I wanted the product, because I think the product is going to be sensational.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. And I wanted in on that. I wanted some fun.
Yeah.
Right. But the second part to that is there's also options that come with it. I didn't pay for the item in full. For those who haven't purchased with EB before, sometimes with their pre-orders, you don't have to pay the full amount.
Yeah, you can pay a
can just
deposit.
pay a deposit.
Yeah.
Right. Regular retailers don't have such options.
No.
Right.
No. JB is full price.
Yes.
Yeah.
Full price immediately.
Yeah.
So I did that.
Yeah.
Right. I copped, I don't know, whatever, $50-$60 worth of deposits, whatever it was.
Fortunately for you, you're going to get refunded.
It dropped.
It's going to go back to standard EB prices.
Yes. So, as I was saying, I absolutely am a genius. I 100% knew this was happening, and I secured my product.
Yeah.
No. So, essentially, off of the back of a little bit of an error in system with JB, I bought from EB. Now, a couple of things that they mentioned in their statement was they wanted the fans to, and the hardcore collectors and the lovers of Pokemon. Read that bit again.
We wanted genuine Pokemon fans to have
There
the
it is.
best possible opportunity to secure these once-in-a-generation products while making life as difficult as possible for scalpers.
Yeah. So we wanted to make it as difficult as possible for scalpers. So we doubled the price of everything and thus priced out our fans that we're trying to cater towards.
That's right.
Because who's paying $600 for a UPC?
Someone
if
who's
you're
gonna
just a
resell it.
regular fan.
Yeah.
Right? Now, off of the back of this, essentially what had happened was scalpers going to scalp.
Yeah.
Right? Just because you jacked up your prices doesn't mean the scalpers went away.
No.
So the whole bit of, hey, this was a great success, right? It didn't work.
It didn't work at all.
All you did was you actually created a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Right? I think the fact that they, we'll use the UPCs as the example. The fact that was up at $600, I think is the reason they're currently reselling at like $1,000.
About $1,000, and still, a week later, even after the announcement, about $1,000 on eBay.
Now, it begs the question: would they be selling for $1,000?
Plus.
Plus on the secondary market?
Great question.
If they just had their prices normal to begin with.
Great question.
Yes, they were always going to be more because that's just how scalpers run things, right? But was it going to be $1,000? Probably not. I theorize it probably wouldn't be. I reckon it would be at that $600-$700 mark.
Yeah.
So they kind of really shit the bed on this, and all that happened, in my opinion, and I think you'll probably agree, is they attempted to fatten their margins.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
They thought this is a great idea. People want this product.
Yeah.
And we're going to make them pay through the ass for it.
Yeah.
Right? Because, as you already mentioned, maybe they're a struggling brand at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe, right? So here's an opportunity to fatten the wallet slightly. Right? And then the backlash happened.
Mm-hmm.
And after the backlash came the backpedal, and the PR team had to get involved. Like, how can we spin this now?
Yeah.
That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
Because that's all bullshit. if you're the self-proclaimed home of TCG, that kind of implies that you know how TCG works.
That's right.
To some extent, right?
You're doing it for the fans, for the community, right?
For the fans.
Not for lining your pockets as fat as possible.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So that's what I think they did. I think they just tried to fatten their wallets. I think it backfired. I think they backpedaled, and I think they shit themselves
Mm-hmm.
because people were legitimately reporting them to the ACCC.
Yeah.
I even it was a funny one. I saw a reel of a guy like opening a pack and just goes, "If this is a hit, I'm going to report him to the ACCC." Opens the pack, it wasn't a hit. He goes, "I'm going to fucking report him to the ACCC anyway." Right? A lot of people did, and I think they felt the pressure on it.
Yeah.
And they backpedaled for that reason.
Their whole pricing strategy has just skyrocketed the resale price, and now returning it back to 300. Actually, what EB Games is going to price the the UPC at is $439, down from $599. They're real generous. 360 is the standard price at other retailers. eBay's been about $1,000 for the past week. Still at $439, someone whose pure intent is to sell it in that week, okay, or that month, is still inclined to buy it because they can still double their money and sell it on eBay. eBay's got no fees, right? So no more seller fees on eBay. You could sell it on whatever you want, marketplace. You can still double your money more, almost triple it, sell it for $1,000 plus at $439 anyway. So how is making the price higher stopping scalpers? And how is now coming out after a week saying, we did this to make it as difficult as possible? They've just given them even more incentive to buy it, because now they're reducing their price and the resale is still super high.
Yeah. Also, I'm actually really curious to know how they plan on differentiating between the ones who purchased according to their conditions,
Yeah,
and the ones who didn't.
Yeah.
Because as you already mentioned, we've paid whatever their membership was.
Yep.
Right, $50 or whatever it was. In order to gain access to the opportunity to purchase. Right? So you need the membership to begin with.
Yeah.
I got the membership, mind you, I got diddly squat. Right, I didn't, and I got on there quick. Right? The thing dropped at 10. I was on there at 10.
Yeah.
And I was already in the
I kept
back.
on getting kicked out of the queue at EB Games.
It was ridiculous. Right. So by the time I got in, right, ETB and that were like the only options.
Yeah.
UPC's long gone. Now they reckon that they're gonna do another release of whatever's been cancelled. Sure. But you can only get one. Right? One per account, one per name, one per contact number, one per email, however it is, you can only get one.
That's right.
Right? When you go to add to cart, you can't add a second one.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
So whose orders are they canceling?
Right? So there is nobody ordering 7.
Yeah.
Right? And they're going, this guy's obviously taking the piss, cancel.
Yeah.
That would be easy. That would be fine. You can't do it though.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? So who are they canceling? Right? Because I'm telling you now, if I get cancelled, right? If they cancel my ETB and my knockout packs, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
And now 2 viewers are going to know about it, right?
20.
20. Yes.
No, it's
Mum, Dad.
It's actually this statement is just complete bullshit. I am willing to.
It's just a backpedal.
to give that my full confidence to say this is 100% bullshit.
Yeah, it's a backpedal, and it's an attempted PR fix.
Yeah,
it's a band-aid.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Attempted
they're trying to save face.
Yep.
I will say, yeah, I mean, there's a couple of The prices are the same as other releases except for the UPC because nothing else has a UPC that expensive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, they are across the board slightly more expensive.
You get 30 packs in this UPC though. It's very special.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Now they are still somewhat more expensive across the board.
EB.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like 20%.
But that is also that's pretty typical for them,
That is.
right?
Yeah.
So it's almost like not even worth getting mad over.
You know what you're going.
If you order at EB,
you know what you're getting into.
you're going to pay a little bit more.
That's right.
$20, $30, whatever it is. So they've essentially, I just think I stand on the thought that they gave it a shot. They attempted to make a fat prof. They got backlash for it, and then they just went back to their original margins.
Do you think
which is going to sell out anyway? You're still going to make money.
Yeah. Do you think EB Games recovers from this reputation-wise?
EB Games, you mean the home of TCG?
Yeah, the home of TCG.
Fuck no.
No.
Absolutely. They had bugger all reputation in the space to begin with.
Yeah.
Right? So this whole, and why we've said it a few times now, self-proclaimed home of TCG, it's absolutely self-proclaimed. Nobody said they're the home of TCG. I've walked in and I've seen them selling little bundles of old cards, like Vs and VMAXs, for like $5, and there's $1.80 worth of cards in there that nobody cares or uses anymore. They're not a TCG store. No, they're not a home of TCG.
They're trying to rebrand into one.
I think it's an attempted rebrand. Yeah, absolutely,
I think it's an attempt of survival
because they've realized, with what not to change topics too much, but with what PlayStation announced, like a week ago, that they're cutting physical games.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, to be fair, I'd be panicking if I was EB Games.
Well, it's not as if they sold much discs anyway for Sony. Like, you go into store, they haven't got them on the rack. Like, it's not like there's many games there as it is.
It's not a ridiculous amount like there used to be.
No, there's one little shelf in the corner.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a permanent dent on EB Games' reputation. And I think I personally, I was holding out for this for the 30th. I had my membership for it. I had my Discord notifications for it. I don't know how much more I'm going to continue to pay an extra 20% and plus $50 a year to get my hands on things when they're going to do shit like this.
Yeah. And their attempted price gouge, and even their correction and the fact that they're still a little bit inflated, kind of leads on to the next thing that I wanted to touch on, which is the hobby in general now. And this isn't just a Pokemon thing, I don't think. This is across the board. Is it now just getting to the point where it's getting too expensive? Right? We know secondary market is what it is, right? Supply and demand. Simple.
Yeah.
Right? But even from a retail standpoint, like an initial release and whatnot, it is objectively, objectively very expensive now.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned one time, when I started collecting again, what was it, 7 or 8 years ago, booster boxes were $180.
That's crazy.
$180 is, you can't even fathom that anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the least popular set for a while, that being Perfect Order, is, what was it, $320 at the lowest?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, so I think EB Games, it's about $9.90 a booster pack, but you get 3 for free if you buy. You know what I mean? You get a small discount.
Now that's coming close to double.
Yeah.
Right. That's close to double. With the demand higher than it's ever been. Right. And again, this isn't a Pokemon problem. That's just a Pokemon example.
Yeah.
But I've noticed it very, very recently, even with Dragon Ball. As I
Mhm.
mentioned, I'm a Dragon Ball guy. And product was on the shelf, still trickling away, still selling at ridiculous rates. No, but still selling, right?
Mhm.
Still had its fans, still had its players. For 200 plus, right? For a booster box. Not ridiculous.
How many
We'll
packs?
say between 2 and 250. Playing with my knowledge. 24, I think.
Okay.
I think.
And how much a booster box? Did you say $250?
Something 2 to 250. It
So,
was.
so,
It was at one stage,
so around
right?
$10 a pack.
It was at one
Yeah.
stage. Now, this is 5 months ago,
Okay.
something like that. And as many people know, and if you don't, Dragon Ball, very big hype period at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
right? All off of the back of the announcement of the anime coming back,
Mm.
right? Everything skyrocketed.
And it's a good game.
Yes, it's legitimately a good game.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. I play it regularly, play it online. I have a deck. I'm gonna go play at regionals just for a laugh, because why
Nice.
not? But anyway, sorry, caveat. I can't help but notice now that FB09 came out, and then FB10 came out. Right, these are the sets, the set codes or whatever. And they are not far off double themselves.
What are they retailing at now?
Something like FB10 dropped, and aside from people attempting to quick sell, like 4 to 450
Wow. For a booster box.
for a booster box.
Jeez.
Yes, for a booster box. Even pre-sales were something like 380.
Yeah, right.
That's like a 5 to 6 month change. Right? The announcement wasn't 5 to 6 months ago. It's just the example that I've given, because prior to that, prices were somewhat low.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, yes, supply and demand. I understand that. But it's just another, for lack of a better term, victim of now just getting put in the too expensive basket.
Yeah.
It's becoming another TCG now. One Piece is there that is just simply becoming too expensive for Gen Pop,
Yeah.
for regular people, right? And my concern is now, who's to suffer?
Mm.
Well, the players suffer, the collectors are suffering, and the kids are suffering,
Mm-hmm.
right? People with money, they're gonna buy, right? They're gonna be a little bit pissed that they have to pay a little bit more or whatever, and it is what it is for them, right? But regular people, like I'm just a regular guy, I say no to things all the time,
Mm.
right? Because I simply can't justify taking that much of a hit,
Yeah.
right? I literally cannot wait for Pokemon 30th, yes, but I cannot wait external to that for Dragon Ball Story Booster. For those who don't know, there was a manga booster that came out, and the cards were all based on the manga panels. It was really, really cool stuff. Now they're doing it for the anime,
Okay. Oh yeah, this is the yep.
and that's gonna go real hard,
Yeah.
right? And I cannot wait for that.
That'll get
And
a lot of
I
people that aren't into it already wanting to get into
Yeah,
it.
100%,
Yeah.
100%, right? And that demand's gonna go higher. And I'm legitimately concerned that I'm just immediately gonna get priced out of it,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm regular guy with regular income, and I'm looking at a product like that going, there's no reason that can't be $800-900,
Yeah.
right? Simply because, yes, there's gonna be hype behind it, but it's also a legitimately thick-looking product,
Yeah.
and I've seen some leaks for it already, and it looks fantastic.
Mm.
Why wouldn't they make it $800-900?
From retail, you reckon?
Yeah, why not?
That'd be disappointing.
It would be a little bit
I
disappointing.
think that's where the problem lies.
But even if it wasn't that high, right? Let's say it's 5.
Yeah.
Let's say it's 500, right? Um, that probably still prices most people out, probably including myself, right? And even then, I want to rip.
Yeah.
And if I get it at $500, I almost can't justify ripping
No,
it.
yeah. That's a big gamble.
It's a huge gamble.
Yeah. I think there's a huge problem with this at the moment, and obviously being in 2026 July, cost of living and inflation, and
Mhm.
everything costs more. Petrol costs more. Driving the cards from a truck to deliver them to a store costs more. Everything costs more, right?
Yep.
Um, but at the end of the day, it's just cardboard, right? And
Mhm.
it has a lot of nostalgic and emotional and fun kind of connections for a lot of people. But I think that it's a real shame that the manufacturers are pricing it so high that they're not printing enough of these things, and the average consumer is getting priced out um, by someone who A has more disposable income, or B that's the only thing they spend their money on, um,
Mhm.
and so it's TCG shouldn't be a thing that you can only do if you're wealthy.
Yep. Correct.
Do you know what I mean?
Agree. Big agree. Yep.
Like, dude, it's just ink on cardboard, and we look at it and go, "That looks cool."
Look,
You know what I mean?
it
Like,
is. It is technically like a luxury,
it is.
right?
Yeah,
Because it's not a necessity by any means.
yeah,
Um, but just because you can deem it a luxury doesn't make it luxurious,
yeah. That's right.
right? It
Yeah,
doesn't mean the guy driving around in the Rolls is the only guy who should be able to get it.
you should be able to get some for your kids for their birthdays or for Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
or if you're a teenager and you working a part-time job, 1 or 2 shifts a week, you should be able to afford some booster packs so you can play with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an adult, you should be able to not go, oh my God, that's going to cost you $500. I need to pay bills
Mm-hmm.
instead of doing that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a real shame. I think it's a massive barrier and a huge hurdle for people to enter the hobby and to actually make it strive. Unfortunately, the market's going to market, and that's capitalism. Like, if people can afford it, or if people decide they want it more than the other guy, they're going to pay for it. So things are priced at that happy medium between, we're going to sell enough to make money, but we might not sell as much as we had the price lower. But if the price is high enough, we're going to make our margin.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's just how it works. Um, but, then you just get all these unfortunate situations where you get the scalpers, and it goes to secondhand market, and then you get people who are missing out on cool things because, when did that happen?
We're live. Just
Really?
then.
Did it?
Yep.
I actually dropped it earlier today, and I thought I broke it, but I didn't.
Nah, he's alive.
Yeah, nice.
Hey!
Hey!
And for the audio only people,
Yeah, that's the lava lamp.
yeah.
Yeah, this guy here. Yeah. Some guy
What are you talking about?
listened to on Spotify. Um, where were we? Yeah. Anyway, I think the pricing, it sucks. It just sucks, man. Like, there's no kind of sugarcoating it. It's pretty shit all up.
I think you hit a couple of nails on a couple of heads just then.
Yeah.
First one being choice.
Mm.
The choice, I feel like, and I guess it's just fairy's wish, right? But the choice should be which pack or which box to buy and to open,
Yeah.
or to buy and to keep.
Not
The
just perfect
choice,
order.
yeah, correct. And the choice shouldn't be this box or keeping the lights turned on.
Because
You know
I'm
what I
choosing
mean?
that box every time.
You're 100% choosing the box.
I can rip in the dark.
Hey, my phone's got a flashlight.
Yeah.
But real, like, if look for to make a point, right? If you are needing to legitimately choose between bills and the luxury of buying trading cards, your priority should absolutely be the bills,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
Um, because with the way things are going and the way things have been for a while now, it is expensive,
Mm.
right? That's my whole point, is it's very, very expensive. Um, so just make smart choices. But the second point that you mentioned that I want to touch on, people coming into it.
Mhm.
I can only imagine how many people are wanting to. They found their old Pokemon cards
Mm.
potentially, right? Um, not to sell or anything. Maybe there's bugger all in those binders, right? That's worth a pinch of shit. But it's kind of like, oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
They get the feeling,
Yes.
like, let's see what's out there.
Yeah.
Let's go to a shop,
That's right.
and they see $50 packs,
Yeah.
right? Booster boxes at $500.
Yeah.
How many people are walking in going, fuck that,
Yeah. They just go,
and
"Oh, don't worry about it."
leaving,
Yeah. That's
right?
right.
And doing literally anything else with that money,
Yeah.
right? Um,
The thing is, especially for people like you and I who were like pretty deep into this, we see it on the socials every day. We talk about it every
yeah,
week. We're up to date with the pricing. We're deep into the hobby, and we have been for quite some time.
yes,
Um, I forget that there's people who don't know as much as we do. Right? Because they're not into it as much, right? Or they're just fresh into it and they just kind of dabble. They might just casually be
yeah.
interested. Maybe they don't follow all the pages on Instagram. Maybe they don't watch all the things on YouTube.
Or maybe they're just hardcore about just getting the cardboard, and
Yeah,
that's it.
that's it. That's right.
Yeah,
Um, and I saw a guy at EB Games a few months back. Actually, I was there picking up a pre-order. Um, and it was a dad. He was pushing a trolley. Pushing a pram. With his newborn in it, and he's like, "Oh, you guys selling Pokemon cards now, right?" And then like the person was working. He's like, "Yeah, we do. We got this and that. What are you after?" He's like, "Oh, I don't really know. I'm just kind of getting back into it. I saw this thing on Instagram about like how they're worth so much. Some of them, right?" And like you forget that your algorithm isn't the same as everyone else's algorithm,
yeah, yeah.
right? And I
Yeah,
was like,
too far gone.
yeah, and I was like, dude, like, were you living under a rock? Right? But like, if I talk to like, anyone else our age or even your parents or whoever, right? They would have no idea. It's
Yeah.
a whole different universe. Um, and he actually said, bless this guy's soul, to the guy at EB Games, do you have any 151?
Hmm.
This was this calendar year, 2026.
Yeah.
He said, "Do you have any 151? I heard they've re-released like 151, the OG set. Like that's the set that I was into when I was a kid."
Yeah.
And the guy even games like, "No, dude, no, like sorry, man. Like that stuff doesn't even hit the shelves. It just clears out."
Yeah.
So like, firstly, I was like, "What a cool thing! This guy like is like so fresh, doesn't know all the controversy, doesn't know
Mhm.
all the drama. Is just like, I like Pokemon. Pokemon, cool. I'm gonna shop for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Right? But then he rocks up and he's like, oh shit, what the hell? Like I can't even like get my hands on this stuff. And if I do, I got what's the 151 booster bundle now? Like $250 plus
Uh,
AUD? Like it's
151 booster bundle.
yeah.
I think it's like 270, 280 at the
Crazy,
moment. Yeah,
right?
wild.
Like if you're a 30+ year old entering
Hmm.
and you just go 151 exists, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna spend $300 ripping 6 packs
Absolutely
and
not.
get nothing.
You're walking out the
You're
door
walking out the
immediately.
door. You go, oh, well, that's not a hobby for me.
Exactly.
It's like
Yes.
I think that's just sad. Because you kind of go, oh, this would be fun. I need something that I'm into that I can like go and like just do as a hobby, right? And then you just like that financial barrier comes and you're like, this is ridiculous.
But what also is a little bit concerning about it is with the amount of people getting priced out of it at the moment. Um, ultimately has less product going to going into hand,
Mm.
right? And not specifically for you or I, right? We can potentially get product if we want, or if we can, we have the option, we know where to go, we know how to find it.
Yeah.
I'm talking 10, 11, 12-year-olds, heck, even younger, 7, 8, 9-year-olds,
Yeah.
right? Kids, because remember, that's where we started,
That's right.
that are saying, Mummy, can I have this pack? And she just looks at little Timmy and says, "Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Are you serious, Timmy?
Are you stupid? It's $250.
That's a month's worth of groceries.
Get a job."
Yeah.
But ultimately, little guy, little girl, that they don't get their product in hand.
Yeah.
Right? Now, we've mentioned before that this whole hobby is essentially built on a foundation, albeit a strong foundation, but a foundation of nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's what got everyone back into it, and that's what, step by step brought us into the market that we're in right now.
Yep.
So if kids don't have that connection early on, realistically, why would they have a connection to it in any way, shape, or form, say 10 years from now?
Mm.
Which begs the question, where does that leave the market 10 years from now? Like, I know we're in quote unquote a bubble and everyone's waiting for the bubble to pop, right? The bubble may pop, but perhaps the bubble's going to be a hell of a lot bigger before it eventually does.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't see the hobby going anywhere anytime soon. But if we think midterm, right? If we're talking long term being 20, 30 years, I'm talking midterm, 5 to 10 years. Let's just say 10.
Yep.
Where does that leave the hobby as it is when we're all
Burnt out from it all.
in our 40s? But maybe we've drifted away from it for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe the only ones left are real hardcore and or hardcore investors, or who knows?
Mm.
Who knows what it's going to look like? But when that's all that's left, does it not kind of feel like the hobby in general is almost on its deathbed to some extent, because that fresh young blood coming into it is potentially not there, or not there anywhere near as much as when we came into it?
Look, I think it's definitely not in a healthy state at the moment, for various reasons. I think that the youth exposure is limited. However, they have digital media. They've got the games. They've got access to the mobile apps. They've got access to a lot of the toys, animes, and if their parents are ripping with them, that's a double nostalgic value.
Maybe,
Right?
because
Like,
there's a lot of core memory there.
You
for
see
sure.
a lot of parents ripping with their kids, which is great to see. Like, I think, having heaps of fun and like celebrating the little wins. Like, oh, you got a blue one. Like, that's awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like, I think there's a lot of that too. Yeah, it's an interesting perspective. I think,
because ultimately,
it's hard to say. It's really hard to say.
It's to go back to point number one. It's bloody expensive.
Yeah.
Right? So if it is bloody expensive, there's less parents getting it for their kids.
Yeah.
There's less parents ripping it with their kids.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of these core memories aren't even being built.
Yeah.
And I know I've said previously in the past that, Perfect Order may potentially have some sort of nostalgic effect in the future.
It's everywhere for kids.
Right? Because they were able to actually get their hands on it. But not everyone. Right? Not all of them. Because at the end,
expensive,
at the end of the day, it was still over $300.
Yeah, it's still a lot of just because it's available. And the thing is, it's available and not selling. It's sitting there on the shelves. You walk into an EB Games and there's 20 boxes sitting in the shelf. It's like, it's also not selling.
Yes.
You know?
So it kind of just It does. It begs the question as to what nostalgia looks like in 10 years' time
Mm,
and what effect that ultimately has on this hobby and the market of this hobby in general. Because again, that's what we're all built on, and we can't carry it for the next 10 to 15 years.
yeah,
Eventually, newbies are going to need to come into it.
yeah,
Um, and I don't know. I don't see them spending their adult money on something they have no connection to.
yeah.
They're going to have the games, they've got the animes, they've got this and that. They'll have nostalgia towards those things. Does that automatically mean that they're going to go out and buy whatever packs are available at that time? Not
Well,
necessarily.
well, we're at episode 5 now. In 10 years, we'll probably be at episode
6.
and we'll talk. We'll look back at this video and we'll talk about it.
I remember that episode.
Yeah. I remember that like it was yesterday. Shall we move on to some Spitfire rounds, Gio?
Yes,
All right.
I think so.
This is the first time we're doing this. It's going to be a bit of fun. I think we need it after this week's stress.
There's some serious sadness that we've been talking about for the last
Legit.
nearly hour.
I just wanted affordable 30. I actually thought it was going to be, and I know I'm blabbling about this, but I actually thought it was going to be, you know how you have high class sets in Japanese and regular sets,
Mhm.
and like you have Maka sets, and they're kind of like cheapo, low class sets. I thought the 30th, because the 25 kind of had these vibes,
Mhm.
I thought the 30th was going to be like a low class kind of set. Like no one really wanted it in terms of like investors and collectors.
Yeah, sure.
It was just a buy it, rip it, have some fun, shove it in a box, and like,
Sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, kind of like, based on the reprints and the big stamp on them, it's like, oh, well, it's kind of ruined, but it's the 30th. It's just for fun. It's just a for fun set. Turns out, every man's dog wants it and wants to sell it at 3x the price, but, you know.
Sorry, almost like before we do move on to our quickfires, what happened to this concept of they've been printing it since February, and it's gonna be printed 5x more than Ascended and stuff, but
Or
I
maybe
can't even get a UPC.
maybe it's just like kind of in Australia, what's on the ships. Like this is what we're giving Australia for now.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you know what I mean? I do think we're going to see a few waves of it. Yeah.
Surely we have to.
Yeah.
Right? Surely we have to, and hopefully that secondary market on it crashes, albeit it'll be temporary.
Yeah.
But hopefully it crashes and can get into a
If the
little bit
set
more.
goes up in 3-5 years, great, no problems. But this
Not
secondary,
immediately.
yeah, this
Not
secondary crap,
immediately double.
yeah, triple almost, yeah.
Yeah.
A double isn't retail. All right,
Mm.
Spitfire rounds. I'll kick off. Giovanni,
Mm.
if you could open a booster box for free, you're gifted a box. You can rip all 36 packs at no charge to you. You get to keep all the cards. What booster box would it be and why?
Mm. I've got, because I know some people who know me will probably think I'll go like a rocket set or something. And as much as I would love that, like Destined, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
or OG Rocket or Team Rocket Returns, a sensational set.
Cut.
What happened? Did it just die? Is that why?
Yeah, maybe it's died. I just timed out. It's probably an hour timer.
It hasn't even been on for an hour. We're at 54 minutes.
Yeah, but I had the light on first.
Right. Well, I've got one if we need to turn on. That's brighter.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it just feels brighter because it was dark for a second.
Yeah, you're looking right at it.
All right. So yeah, like those who know me know I'll probably go for a rocket set of some sort, Destined, OG Rocket or Team Rocket Returns. But my answer is going to be Roaring Skies.
Roaring Skies.
Right? Roaring Skies is a set looking back. I never got to rip. Right,
Right.
I wasn't in it at that time.
Yeah.
But looking back on that set, not only is it a sick set, but it also has one of my favorite cards ever in it,
Mm-hmm.
which is the Mega Rayquaza.
Mm.
Spielberg, if you're listening, put a picture of it up. Spielberg,
It's
are you
gonna be me.
are you listening, Spielberg?
No, I missed that one.
Yeah, it's just an objectively sexy card.
Yeah.
I want to own it. I don't currently own it. It is somewhat expensive. We're talking like between 500 and 700 raw.
But you want to pull it.
But to pull that,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to pull it. All right,
Yeah. You'll pull it.
I'll pull it.
You'll pull it if you pull it.
Oh, pull it. Thinking about it.
For me, it's a little less anticlimatical, but it's just straight and simple. Destined Rivals.
Mm,
I
you're not me.
No, well, I ripped up heaps of Destined Rivals when it came out. And then when the prices skyrocketed a few months later, I was going to Japan. I sold my booster boxes because I was like, I'm not going to rip them when they got 500. Opportunity cost of $500 plus. I was like, that's just, I could not bring myself to rip it.
Yep.
The financial barrier was there. I'm like, I can't justify that.
It's hard to justify.
It's hard to justify it.
Yep.
And because I had ripped so much already and I got nothing.
Mhm.
I got like the Mewtwo art rare, right? But I got it in Japanese first because I ripped the Japanese one, and then did I rip a the half set, the Japanese half set? Can't remember what's it called. Oh my god, I blanked on this last week. Heatwave Arena. Yeah. I ripped a bunch of Heatwave. I didn't rip a whole booster though, whole box. But why
was Heatwave part of Destined?
Yes.
Or was Heatwave part of Journey Together?
No. Heatwave and the Glory of Team Rocket merged into Destined Rivals.
Was it those two? I forget. I forget.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's hard to keep track of.
Yeah, correct.
But because of the combination of how many cool cards there are, like you got the Lapras and the Misty Psyduck and the Mewtwo's, I feel like that set is the one that like kind of got away. Do you know what I mean? And like, there's so many cool cards in there that I really wanted to rip, and I just didn't land them. So yeah, that's the one for me.
All right, my one. What TCG would you want to start playing?
This is interesting. I've played a fair few. I've played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid, a lot of Duel Masters as a kid.
Duel Masters.
Yeah, that's goated. I've played a little bit of Pokemon, mostly Pokemon Pocket. And I've played I learned to play League of Legends Riftbound, but never really fully got into it. However, one thing I do want to learn how to play is the Dragon Ball TCG.
My man.
Yeah, mainly because of what you've told me about it. And I love Dragon Ball. And you know, I was big on it as a kid. Still a lot of nostalgia. I like the model of the game. Yeah, so that'd be my pick. And I'm gonna guess that's your answer.
Well, no, because I already play it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is like
a new game.
What's the thing you would start playing? For me, I dabbled in it nearly 2 years ago. Never fully like invested or anything. I never opened packs. I always thought about building a deck, and then I just never did. But for me, it's One Piece.
Okay.
Right. Huge player base.
Yeah.
As is. And it's also my only qualm, if you will, with playing Dragon Ball is it's quite often the same decks that you see winning a lot of tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah. The meta's pretty tight.
The meta's somewhat tight.
Yeah.
And yes, we're 10 sets in. There's a lot of leaders, there's a lot of deck options and stuff like that, but the majority are just not viable,
Mm.
right? They just don't play well currently and stuff like that. But the fun thing is, as sets release, new cards release, and they can revitalize old leaders and stuff like that and old decks. So maybe, right?
I think Bandai are doing a pretty good job of fixing that, right? Like,
well, one thing Bandai do with One Piece that I know is they rotate through cards.
Yep.
So they literally ban entire like lists of cards at one time. And then they'll re-release them, they'll be back in, and then this next list is banned.
okay.
And it keeps it kind of fresh that
Like
way,
how
which is
Pokemon
really,
cycles
really
them
cool.
in and out.
I suspect Dragon Ball would be something similar somewhat soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do something like that. But for me, One Piece, for that reason, they keep it fresh pretty constantly. And from what I see, people coming to play and whatnot, and even like going to regional, there's all kinds of decks. There's a million of them, and you can quite literally play based on what your playstyle.
Oh, your personality
Kind
and
of-
how you want to play.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
you can kind of marry up to it.
Yeah.
If you're a bit more passive and you'll wait and you go like really hard late game,
Yeah.
there are decks for that.
Oh, I like that.
If you want to hit the ground running and put heaps of pressure on your opponent, there are decks for that.
Yeah.
Something in between, there are decks for that. I really like that concept.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball does kind of have that. But again, there are just some decks currently that are just like they're the S tier decks. They're the ones that you want to be playing if you want to properly compete.
Yeah. So less personalization.
There is, just not competitive wise.
Oh, okay.
You can't really compete with these like random sort of leader cards. You've got to play like these
The good
handfuls.
cards. Yeah.
So you got to play the good ones.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can't get into One Piece if I get into Dragon Ball because then I'm going to have no one to play Dragon Ball with.
True.
So you can wait.
Fine, I'll wait.
All right. Quick fire rounds. Rip or keep sealed. So we're going to answer rip or keep sealed. And then just like in 5 words or less, why?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to start by asking you.
Mm-hmm.
151 booster bundle. Rip or keep sealed?
Sealed?
Ooh.
Too expensive and pull rates are rough.
Okay. I'm going to go sealed as well, just because I've ripped so much that it's literally not worth me ripping 151 anymore because I've got most of the hits.
Very different answer.
Yeah.
Sure. Very different.
All right. If you got some, do you want me to keep
You
spinning?
want to go 1 for 1?
Yeah, we'll go 1 for 1.
We'll go 1 for 1.
Yeah.
All right. 151 as well.
Oh.
Blooming Waters.
Did you see my ripped?
No, I didn't see the Blooming Waters up there. No, I came up with it myself. Thank you. So obviously rip.
Okay, depends again.
No, right now, current market.
Right now, if I could get my hands on 151 Blooming Waters at retail, I'm keeping it sealed.
No, not retail. This is current market.
Current market,
right?
If I had to buy it,
so you've already got it, or you have to buy it and then make a choice to rip or
keeping it sealed. Keeping it sealed. That one's up there is ripped. I just like the box.
Fair.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm probably never gonna have another one of these, so I'm gonna keep the box.
Is that what? Same reason?
What?
It's too expensive to
151. I've got like majority of the master set done. I just need a few more like secret rares and that. So like I would literally be I've started to double up too much with ripping. So it's actually not worth it for me to rip. I should just be buying cards.
Yeah.
Fair. You?
I would.
Oh, I will say though, Blooming Waters, so worth ripping because I got the Blastoise from it.
Well, not congratulations for you.
Yeah.
That one I actually would consider ripping. Expensive though it may be, there's a lot of packs in it.
16, I think, or 14. Yeah.
It's a good amount of packs.
That's good.
Right? the reason I said sealed for the booster bundle is you got 6 in there.
Yeah.
It's very expensive for 6.
Yeah.
Blooming Waters, I would actually consider ripping.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, so I'll say rip.
All right. Base set heavy booster. Now I think these are going for like USD $450, or is that AUD? But anyway, they're around the 500 plus mark at the moment, right?
Wait, a base set
Heavy booster?
heavy,
Yeah.
so unlimited, not first eating.
No, just unlimited.
Unlimited, more than
Is that?
500. Yeah, they're in the thousands.
Okay, maybe I'm seeing
Yeah.
US prices.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Or,
I'm pretty.
or,
I'm.
or old
I'm.
vids.
I'm almost certain.
They're in
They're,
the thousands now.
yeah. Well, a light one is like $1,000.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So they're very expensive.
Okay.
Oh, guaranteed heavy. The issue is, I'm gonna say keep sealed. Because even though guaranteed heavy,
Mm-hmm.
which means almost certainly hollow,
Yeah.
you can still pull a Polyrath.
Yeah, exactly.
You can
That's exactly what I was thinking.
If I pull a Polyrath, nah. So there's heavy, whether it's first edition, whether it's unlimited, there's still only very few cards that can somewhat match ultimately that cost price.
Yeah.
Or exceed it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously your big boys like your Charizard, your Blastoise, etc. But there's still a lot of hollows there that are expensive within their own right, but if we're weighing up, not worth.
Yeah, agreed.
It's a huge gamble.
Dude, keeping it sealed, mainly because I've seen so many videos on Instagram of people doing these at shows, buying the heavy packs, and just getting rinsed. And like they're just so confident. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna spend all this money on it. And they're like, oh, and like it's like a Polyrath. Like literally, I'm pretty sure there's a video of a guy pulling it to Polyrath, and everyone's like, oh, dude, that sucks. And then also, half the time it doesn't even pay. You got to get a PSA 10 just to like get close to breaking even. So yeah, I don't know. I just think there's a huge nostalgia factor there. Like, what if you get a Zardy boy? But like, still, no, not for me. Your turn.
My turn. Black Bolt / White Flare booster bundles.
Keep sealed. Gen 5, not really interested.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair answer.
Yeah.
Fair answer.
I just that set didn't really interest me. I know there's some cool cards in there, but I don't have that nostalgic connection. Yeah, just wouldn't rip it.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I would rip.
Mm.
They're still somewhat reasonably priced.
Yeah.
They're not ridiculous at the moment. Same boat as you, mind you. I don't have that connection to Gen 5 by any means.
Yeah.
But those chase cards are really cool.
They are cool.
And I do really like Reshiram and Zekrom.
Yeah.
I don't really care for Victini.
I love the Victini card.
If I pull it, I'm selling.
It's a one of a kind though. Like you don't see that. You know what I mean? There's no other all.
Someone else can own the one of a kind. That's fine. That's for them. I just Victini as a Pokemon, it doesn't interest me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just not interested.
Fair.
But that all black Zekrom, the all white Reshiram, and even those those old tarts.
Yeah.
Even those are sensational.
Yeah.
So I think rippable.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's still reasonable.
Yeah, reasonable price too. Yeah.
Not ridiculous.
Fair. That's fair. Crown Zenith booster bundle.
Crown Zenith bundle. Too expensive, man.
I'm pretty sure it's skyrocketed in price recently as well, hasn't it?
All right. Joey answer.
Me?
No, I'm giving you a Joey answer.
Oh, you're answering for me, or you're answering I would answer?
I'm answering like you would.
Okay.
Keep sealed.
Yeah.
Because I already have the gold Giratina.
No, okay.
In a PSA 10.
Yeah. All right.
Very expensive.
I would rip. Because I'm sad I didn't get to rip enough of it.
Mm.
In fact, very little of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would actually really like
It
to.
was everywhere for a long time
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. So yeah, I just kind of I look at the cards in Crown Zenith and I go, you know what? That would actually be, that looks like such a fun set to rip.
Yeah.
There's so many hits.
Yes.
Like but yeah, it is pricey. But just for the experience. Just for fun. Would
Yeah,
I
okay.
actually go out tomorrow and buy it? No, but if gun to my head situation, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
If someone's got a gun to your head, you're like, hang on, let me rip Crown first. Hang
Rip or keep sealed. Make up your mind.
All right, I have two more,
Okay.
right? Because I thought of an extra one.
Oh, we're
right?
just adding things, are we?
I'm just adding one, right?
Yeah.
This is not the one that I added,
Okay.
but Prismatic ETB.
Oh, rip. Yeah, hands down. So funny story. Prismatic ETB. It came out on the Friday, right? And I actually ripped my Prismatic ETB when I first got it. It came out on the Friday. People queued up, all that stuff, whatever. I was walking past Kmart on Saturday morning.
Mhm.
Okay. Some guy walks out with his son and he's carrying plastic bag with Prismatic ETB. And I'm like, what have you got there? He's like, yeah, they've got stock at Kmart. I was like, what? He's like, dude, go to the front counter and ask for it.
Cool.
I was like, get out of here. Like, it came out yesterday. So I went to the front counter, right? And they had them still in the boxes. They weren't even on display. And there's a guy there just like, like manning the station. And I'm like, oh, apparently you've got Prismatic ETBs. Yeah. He's like, yep. Like stern as like, I don't know, he's having a rough day. Probably dealing with Pokemon fans all day.
Yeah, probably.
And he's like, it's one per person. I'm like, that's fine. Right? He reaches his hand in his box, pulls one out, like just like blase, like literally like flips it around and gives it to me. And I was like, holy hell, like I was not expecting to get this today. And he just looks at me like, whatever, weirdo. And I was like, dude, you don't understand. This is Prismatic.
So this is obviously back before
This is first release.
there was a 3-kilometer line around the corner, around the block, 4 times.
What happened was, I said, how come you've got them today? He goes, we missed our delivery yesterday.
Oh,
There were people.
situational.
Yes.
Very nice.
They missed their delivery. It got delayed. It came on the Saturday instead of the Friday. And so no one was there lining up because they just thought they didn't get any stock. There was no queue.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a circumstance.
Yeah. So I ripped it.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
And I do it again. I don't know why I love Prismatic so much. I really don't, because I'm not a massive evolutions guy. I do like Vaporeon, like that's but like I'm not like diehard evolutions. But I something about that set. I don't know. I quite like it.
I rip.
Yep.
Personally, I didn't rip enough.
Mm.
Also, still, ETB's somewhat okay. Obviously, it's all secondary market, but they're around about 350 at the moment.
Are they?
So it's not stupid.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway. But I like the evolutions.
Mm-hmm.
I, like so many others, are just waiting for the next one. For the next evolution, I should say.
Oh, I thought you meant like evolution set. I was
the next
just came out last year, but all right.
The next actual like
yeah.
In the circle of evolutions.
Yes.
Call me basic. I've always loved Umbreon.
Yeah.
I've always loved Umbreon, but even like the little bit of lore with Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon getting revived by Ho-Oh, becoming the legendary dogs.
Yeah.
Even like that's like really, really cool.
Yeah.
So I've always loved evolutions. I didn't rip enough. I still think it's somewhat okay enough to rip.
Yeah, I've actually ripped heaps of Prismatic. I've got a stack of like I probably have an ETBs full of Prismatic bulk.
Nice.
Yeah. I got some good hits. Yeah.
Same.
Have you got one more?
My bonus one.
Yeah, bonus round.
Booster pack.
Yep.
Legendary collection.
Ooh. What's one of those cost?
Oh, like 4K.
Jesus Christ.
Something like that. Now, bear in mind, before you answer,
that's a big gamble.
It's big gamble.
Vigemba.
before you answer,
Mm-hmm.
remember that the holo, if there is one,
Mm.
is fine. The money is in that fireworks reverse holo.
Mm.
The biggest one, I believe, is actually the Gengar.
Yeah.
Trumps the Charizard.
Yeah.
Stupid amounts of money.
Yeah. Right.
Crazy amounts of money. Just wanted to pop that in there. So basically, every pack's a hit, regardless.
Yeah.
Just
right.
whether or not it hits hard,
Mm.
because it could be a trainer.
You're banking on
Could
it.
be a trainer.
You're banking it on being the Gengar or the Zard, right?
No, there's still plenty that are
Is there
worth
more,
a lot more.
There's
Yeah.
more payoff,
But it's a reverse holo. Could be any card.
right?
Could be an Abra. Could be a trainer card.
Nah, that's a no for me.
It's very big gamble.
That's a no for me. Again, this is one of the ones where you see people doing it at shows,
Mm.
and I'm sitting there on my phone, and it's obviously so easy for me. So I'm like, "Oh, you idiot! Don't do that!" Like, but at the same time, being like, "Hope he wins."
Yeah.
And like seeing the disappointment on their face, you're like, "Oh, like you feel for them.
Mm-hmm.
You really do." Nah, I couldn't do it. I'd be kicking myself so hard if I did that.
I'm a gambling man.
Yeah.
And I feel like the opportunities are they're far and they're few and far between.
Yeah.
I almost didn't get that out, by the way. I feel like I would have to give it a shot.
So what's the situation here? It's like someone's like, you've got like a $4,000 to spend, like, you know what I mean? Like, or like, it's like,
you bought it.
do you know what I mean? Like, you've got it, it's sitting on
You
your
bought it.
shelf.
It's in front of you.
Okay.
You
All
bought it. It's in front of you.
Right.
Whether it's at a card show,
Yeah. Okay.
or whether it's
Sit on your shelf, whatever. You've acquired it.
Yeah.
You're still alive.
You've acquired it.
You got a roof over your head, and you've got this thing sitting on
Yeah.
on your desk. Yeah. Okay.
I think
Still a no for me.
I think I give it a shot,
Yeah.
knowing full well how heavy the odds are stacked against me.
Yeah.
And then I'll just cry myself to sleep every night when I pull nothing.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's just so few opportunities to be able to rip it. You just kind of gotta. I feel like you see a lot more base set.
Yeah.
And I could be dead wrong, but I haven't personally seen a hell of a lot of legendary collections floating about.
Mm.
You see a lot more rocket, you see a lot more fossil, you see a lot more base, etc. You don't see a hell of a lot of that.
Mm.
Similarly, like your Sky Ridge, your Aquapolis, like you barely see it.
I get what you're saying. It's because you're not going to come across it
So
again.
just the rarity, I'd be too tempted.
Yeah.
If it was sitting on my shelf, I'd be walking past every single day.
Yeah. See, I think that's a really good point, actually. That's a very good point, because if it's a pack that you see every day, you know it's you're going to come across it again, and you know there's going to be another opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this instance, you're like, I might not get this chance again.
Yep.
Mm.
So that's where I give it a shot.
Yeah, fair.
And then if I pull Gengar,
You'd be like, I told you so.
I run the streets naked.
Yeah. All right. Very good.
Yeah, good episode.
Yeah. I like the Spitfire. I think that worked well.
Spitfire?
Spitfire round.
Yeah, true.
Isn't that what we call them?
I guess. I don't know. It's our first segment. We haven't named them yet.
Well, I've already a Spitfire round. I'm going to laminate it and then it's official.
Yeah, all right, wait. If you laminate it.
Do you have a laminator? I haven't got one. Can you take
I
this?
think I might.
Can you take this home and laminate it?
I'll laminate it,
Just
yes.
cross out the Spitfire. yeah, bro. It's laminated now.
All right.
All right, cool. Well, I bet you. I think we're going to be talking about EV games again next week. Or 2 weeks rather.
Mm-hmm.
See how this cookie crumbles.
Yeah, no, it'll be really interesting to see. Also by then we'll kind of have hopefully a better idea of what the rollout will continue to be for 30th.
Well, it's
as well.
staggered. It's a staggered release.
We know it's a staggered release.
Really staggered.
But just in terms of further pre-orders,
yeah, re-releases,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what happens in that space.
Yeah.
It'll also be interesting to see what happens with EB Games and their whole cancellation and
The
stuff
backlash
like
from
that.
this
That'll be
letter,
interesting.
because this is fresh. This is hot off the press, this one.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was very interesting to see how everyone
It
reacted
has
to that.
not helped their backlash whatsoever.
No, I think
So,
people just doubled down.
I think seeing the outcome off the back of that,
Yeah.
that'll be
And by next podcast date, we will have some news on the what is it, Emeralda,
Storm Emeralda.
Storm Emeralda. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, because that releases in Japan on the 30th or 31st of July.
Something like
We're
that.
not
Yeah.
getting that till November,
Yeah.
so we're going to get a really good insight to what cards are coming through.
Yeah.
I
There
think
are
we're gonna do
some.
two sets. Give me two Japanese combined into one.
I'm not sure if they're doing that again or not. No idea.
I think so. I think I saw that.
But there are some leaks floating around about what that Rayquaza might look like, and
That one was from a Metapod. Did you see that? It was
What?
yeah. So
I don't know if we're talking about the same one.
no, there was a Rayquaza leak,
Hmm.
right? That looked sick, but it said Evolves from Metapod in the top left.
Oh, so it's just AI generated.
Yeah, I think so.
But there's one that's been floating around for the last couple of days that I haven't seen up until this last couple of days.
Okay.
And I've just been seeing it a lot, and I've been seeing it on a lot of those pages that don't tend to post the bullshit.
Mm.
So, again, we'll see what it looks like when it's all official.
Yeah.
But if it's anything like that, it's going to be a heavy set.
It's gonna
be gas.
That's if EB Games didn't break the hobby, Rayquaza will.
Like, subscribe, rate, follow, all the things.
So we are on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, soon to be, or are we already on Spotify? It's coming. Professor and the Boss podcast. Check us out. 5 stars on Uber.